Hello, I want to talk to you about meal kits. And so just a little introduction about meal kits if you're not familiar with them, is this is a kit that you order and you get all of the TS items that you need. You can see here it says you add the fresh, we add the flavor. So you're going to get all the Tastefully Simple products you need in this shipment. You will get the recipes, you'll get a grocery list, and then you'll get all the products you need and how to prepare them. So this one here is the multi-cooker, the 10 meal multi-cooker collection meal kit. So we have 5 meal kits, we have 10 meal kits, we even have 30 meal kits. So we have something that's going to suit you really, really well. So this one has been probably one of our most popular meal kits this season, and it just came out, so it's pretty new. But this is one that is great because you can use it for the multi-cooker. So you can use it for your slow cooker, or you can use it for the Instapot. So there's recipes for both on how to use it. So whether you're an Instapot, quick, let's go, or a slow cooker, kind of let it cook all day, these are perfect for you. The other thing I love about these is you can make them ahead of time. Put them in the freezer, make a freezer meal out of them, and then pull it out, let it thaw, and put it, follow the rest of the directions and have it good to go. So it just cuts your time down so much. So in the collection, you're going to get this awesome little booklet. And this is, again, our multi-cooker 10 meal kit. And so in this booklet, we break it up into week A and week B. So if you want to only do 5 at a time, you can do that. And so here's like week A. Right here is your grocery list. So it tells you exactly what to need, super organized. If you're doing online shopping like me, I was doing online shopping before COVID with the grocery store, calling in, it's so awesome. And then they have a lot of information about your multi-cooker too, if you need that. So you're gonna get your grocery list, you're gonna get everything ready to go. And then here are some of the meals that you have. So this very first one here is our bayou short ribs. Everyone goes crazy about this one. I have not made this yet, but you use basically our bayou bourbon glaze with the short ribs. So I think actually what we're going to do is jump into the products, and that way I can show you as we go along. All right, so let's see what we have in here. The first thing is our warm the oven dip mix. Oh, so good. So you get 2 packets in here. You're going to use one for a recipe, and then you still have one that you can use as a dip or however you would like. Okay. All right, check this out. You get a blueberry crumble bar mix. So we got dessert in here, you guys. You even got dessert. How awesome is that? A full size of our onion, okay? So this onion is so amazing. No more crying with this. But with this, we've got 5 different types of onion in here. So we have onion, we also have garlic, we have sea salt, shallots, red bell pepper, parsley, chives, leeks. So lots of different stuff in here. It's not just straight onion. You can see the flavor on here, and you can even see the flavor in there. Look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? There you go. You're only going to use a little bit of it, and you can use it then for your cooking. You can use it to make dips, but I use this in everyday cooking. Put it over some frozen vegetables and roast them in the oven, and it is amazing how good they taste. And that was from a friend of mine. Thank you for that. Oh, this one, Mamma Mia Marinara. This one, once you start doing this, man, you are never going to use anything different. So this one, you add to crushed tomatoes. I actually use this for my garden tomatoes to make all my spaghetti sauce. And so you just use about a capful with this, and then add it to crushed tomatoes, okay, or tomato sauce. But this makes the best marinara sauce. This one also, some of my favorite things to do with this is to take our Mamma Mia marinara sauce, add it to like canned spaghetti, so ragu, the cheaper versions in here, add some of this flavoring, just about a capful, and it tastes like that sauce simmered all day. So just like a homemade tomato sauce that is just so full of flavor, marinara, like it simmered all day, but it didn't. It's ragu. You don't have to tell anyone. All right, the next one, seasoned pepper. Love this one. I was so glad to see that we came out with a salt-free version, but we have the seasoned pepper here. One of my favorite things right now is I've been putting this on vegetables. I love it on sauteing zucchini. Had tons of zucchini in my garden, and so I would try different seasonings, and this one was my favorite. So let me tell you what we have in this one. We have black pepper, red bell pepper, oregano, and some paprika. So much flavor, but it doesn't have all the sodium with it. All right, so here, I gotta open these up. Good old bubble wrap. I gotta resist the urge. Oh, I had to do it a little. Okay. All right, bayou bourbon glaze, you guys. This is so good. You're not gonna use it all, or maybe we will. I'll let you know. Make the recipe a little bit better. But this stuff is awesome. One of my favorite things, drizzle it over meatloaf. Put it in your hamburgers. Put it on your sweet potatoes. Put it on your carrots. Salmon. It is amazing on salmon. So many good things that you can use with our Bayou bourbon glaze. I just like to dip it too. A lot of times I'll dump some of that on chicken breast, put them in the oven or in the crock pot. So good. Ooh, this is a great new one, you guys. This is our spiced apple berry sauce. This thing is so versatile that you can put it on ice cream and you can put it on pork roast. I mean, how crazy is that? So incredibly versatile. So you can go from the sweet to the savory. It's got chunks of berries in there, cherries, chunks of apples. So good. All right, and let's see, what else do we have here? This is our bacon pepper jam. This is a big hit, you guys. This is probably one of my favorite recipes out of this whole collection that we're going to use this one for. This is our bacon pepper jam. So maybe you're a fan of our sweet pepper jam. This one is very good. It's a more smoky bacon flavored. Actually, it's chunks of bacon. And at first you're like, what? Bacon and jam? But it is so good. So it's really great just served over cream cheese with crackers. But this one in using in recipes is just awesome. So let's talk about some of the recipes that you get here. The first one, as I mentioned, was the Bayou short ribs. So we're going to use up our Bayou bourbon. We're going to use a little bit of the onion. We're going to use a little bit of the seasoned salt. But then you can choose to cook it in the slow cooker or in the Instapot. And that's what's so great. And again, you can make it ahead. And look, it even tells you what wine to use. Oh, how fancy is that, right? Don't need to tell me which kind, just anything I can get my hands on, right? You too? Okay. Anyway, and then there's even a side, an onion mashed potatoes that you can make with it using that. So it tells you a little bit about the sides. Peppery beef and noodles. This one is good. It's just you stew meat with that and noodles. Let me show you kind of the picture. I promise I won't go through all of these. But there it is, the peppery noodles. You're going to use our seasoned pepper onion, and it's absolutely amazing how much. So what you do is you take our seasoned pepper and you kind of press it into the beef stew meat. And that way it's just almost like a crust. If you've ever been to a really good steakhouse that has that crust on the steak, and that's kind of what you do with the steak. And again, it shows you how to use it in the slow cooker or the Instapot. And I made that one as a freezer meal. So I actually made that one ahead. And then they have a sauteed pepper broccoli. That one is so good, especially if you get your pan nice and hot. It kind of makes that crisp flavor. Remember, the color is what kind of, when you saute things, is what gives it that flavor. Here's another good one. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm excited to. Not been soup weather yet, but it will soon. Tuscan chicken and bean soup. So good. And then this is the one I was mentioning before. So the bacon pepper meatloaf with baked potatoes. And you actually make it in the slow cooker, you guys. And you put the baked potatoes on the bottom, and then you put the meatloaf on the top of that. And you can use a rack, or you can use like a cake pan if you have one, or just make your own with foil. And all the instructions for everything right here, okay? Let's see. And the last one I was just going to talk about is our warm the oven chicken. So this is where I said, here's our warm the oven, right? And you get 2 packets in there. So one you can make just as a dip. Or you can use it to cook with, and you make this warm the oven chicken, and it is fantastic. You're also going to use our seasoned pepper for that, okay? And it pairs well with Chardonnay. All right, and then you can see here we have wheat too, and I won't go through all those because you kind of get the idea how they work, but they're just fantastic. So in that one we have the apple berry pulled pork sandwiches. Going to use this. Our Bayou glazed green beans, so you can use the Bayou bourbon on the green beans. Beef ragu, which is one of our top rated recipes out there, and that's where you're going to use that Mamma Mia marinara sauce. We also have a creamy Parmesan peppercorn dressing. I have to show you that one because that is so fun. You use our seasoned pepper and our onion, and you add that to mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, milk, and red wine vinegar, and it's like a restaurant quality house dressing. So good. Mama's beef and barley stew does not look amazing. Warm the oven sausage risotto. So risotto is something I always see on those cooking shows, and it looks really tough, and they always get yelled at for not making a good risotto. You're going to make a good risotto. Risotto is just basically a rice that's been cooked in a really good broth and just soaks up all that flavor. And then the last one is the Mamma Mia penne and turkey meatballs. So many good things. Check out our meal kits, you guys, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.